Welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything and all things politics, economy, and development in Nigeria and around the world. These are not the best of times for President Bola Tinubu in his growing strained relationship with northern Nigeria. More so, following the expose by the president of Niger Republic or the military leader of Niger Republic that laid weighty allegations against President Bola Tinubu and his relationship with France. That's what we're going to talk about in this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. Now, the League of Northern Democrats have joined the growing number of northern Nigerians who are questioning the truth behind the allegations that the leader of Niger Republic laid against President Bola Tinubu and the French government. As the League of Northern Democrats express dissatisfaction with the federal government's response to accusations made by Niger's military leader, General Abdourahamane Tiani, concerning Nigeria's alleged collaboration with France in destabilizing the Sahel region. In a strongly worded statement, the League of Northern Democrats, through its spokesperson, Dr Ladan Salihu, criticized the government for failing to make a substantive explanation on critical issues, particularly the persistent flow of sophisticated weapons to terrorists like Boko Haram and Islamic State West Africa Province, ISWAP. The group raised concerns about how insurgents in northern Nigeria continue to acquire advanced weaponry, including drones, which are typically accessible only through state-sponsored or highly organized illicit networks. The League of Northern Democrats said, and I quote, "If the government is genuinely committed to combating terrorism, it must answer a fundamental question. Who are the actors behind the supply chains?" The statement queried. He went on to say that for nearly 2 decades, insurgents have been better equipped than many national forces in the region. Why has the government failed to dismantle these networks? The League of Northern Democrats emphasized the relevance of France's historical involvement in destabilizing African regions for economic gain, as highlighted in Tiani's allegations. The League of Northern Democrats went on to say that France's track record in supporting insurgencies to secure access to natural resources is well documented, it said. He went on to say that the federal government's denial does little to clarify whether external actors are exploiting Nigeria's vulnerabilities for their own interests. The statement also criticized President Bola Tinubu's role as West Africa's ECOWAS chairman, pointing to growing tension within the regional body. Salihu outlined a series of critical questions that Tinubu administration must address to restore public confidence. One, who supplies weapons and funds to Boko Haram and ISWAP? How are these international arms and funding networks how are these international arms and funding networks being intercepted and dismantled? What measures are in place to prevent foreign exploitation of Nigeria's vulnerabilities? Why has France been consistently accused of fomenting insurgencies in the Sahel? These are fundamental questions that northern Nigeria is posing on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to provide answer before they can be satisfied about the federal government's denial. You know, since this allegation came up by the president of Niger or the head of state of Niger, a lot of northern leaders have expressed concern. Particularly, this thing is coming out at a time when there is a strained relationship between French-speaking West African countries and France, while at the same time the Tinubu administration is romancing with the French government. That is the time that this thing is coming up. So the head of state of Niger, Tiani, is claiming that Nigeria has allegedly allowed France to develop a military base somewhere around Borno State. And he is also blaming the French for the new terrorist group that had emerged in northern Nigeria, even though there are people who believe that that group had always been there. But the leader of Niger, is claiming that Nigeria is colluding with France to destabilize the Sahel. And they also talk about how the France itself was part of the conspiracy that led to the emergence of Boko Haram itself. So these are really weighty issues and allegations coming up at a time when there's a strained relationship between Nigeria and some of these West African countries. And the attitude of the Nigerian government, which the northern leaders are relying upon, is the sanctions that Niger is suffering as a result of the rule imposition from ECOWAS, and Tinubu's quick decision to go on military intervention in Niger Republic after the coup that took place in that country. So these are giving northern leaders a lot of concern, and the explanation by the government has not been satisfactory to these northern leaders. For instance, the Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, he had debunked everything that the Niger leader said. He debunked it, said it was not true, that Nigeria had been a unifying factor in the region, that Nigeria could not be a part in the destabilization of the region. But the allegations that the man made, the Niger Republic leader made, he also mentioned some people who are the leaders of security in Nigeria today, that they are aware of some of these things he was saying. But those people have come out to deny it. Okay? They have come out to deny the allegation that was made. I think National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribadu had debunked all the things that the Nigerian leader said. But it appears that the northern elite are not comforted by the assurances of Nuhu Rubado, the assurances of the Tinubu administration, the assurances of the Minister of Information and National Orientation. They are looking for much more fundamental answers. They want Tinubu to show them evidence that they are doing something about stopping Boko Haram. Because what they are saying now is that Boko Haram has now gotten sophisticated weapons. For example, that they are using drones, which you cannot just, it's not an off the shelf something you can get. So how are they getting it? Who are responsible for supplying it? How are they getting it? The Nigerian president is blaming France. And he's also alleging that France has even paid money to Nigeria for that access, which the government has denied. The government of President Bola Tinubu had denied. But you and I cannot begin to wonder who will the average northerner believe is saying the truth. The Nigerian president spoke in Hausa, thereby showing affinity between Niger Republic and northern Nigeria. Okay? There is the sentiment that the northerners, the average northerner, are likely to believe the Nigerian president. You know why? Because of cultural affinity. In their mindset, they will be thinking that there is no way the Nigerian president will be telling a lie, that must be the truth. What that means is that the government of President Bola Tinubu has to also respond in Hausa, go to BBC, and do interviews in Hausa to be able to reassure the average northerner who perhaps believe things when they come from BBC Hausa service and things like that, to be able to counter what they are saying. That is, if what the Nigerian president is saying is not true. But if it is true, then it's left for the government to do something to make sure that that arrangement, if it exists, does not exist, because the northern region or the northern Nigerians who are living close to the alleged base say they don't want it. And I don't think there's any part of Nigeria that will want it. Even though the government have denied that there is nothing like that, the government may be telling the truth. But what is the average northerner believing? That's why the government had to go on the offensive in terms of information. After all, this is a government that is very good in propaganda. Look at the number of people it has hired to be spokesperson, about more than 13. So they should be able to have a lot of houses among them who should be bombarding the BBC and other Hausa service international stations to be able to counter what the Nigerian president is saying. But whatever may be the case, this is another indication of the strained relationship, lack of trust. The North has has continued to distrust President Bola Tinubu. For this to become an issue is clear indication that the North has lost faith in Tinubu. And with the North losing faith in Tinubu, how he will be able to get re-elected without the North remains to be seen. That's my take on this matter. What do you think about the fundamental questions that the North is posing on President Bola Tinubu to give explanation to, in respect to the allegations that was made by the president, by the leader or the military leader of Niger Republic? What is your take on this? What do you think will be the final solution? Because look at it this way. President Bola Tinubu, like the northern leaders also pointed out, has mismanaged cordial relationship in ECOWAS. Under his watch as chairman, about 4 countries or 5 countries have left the union, which is a bad commentary on his leadership. And now the Niger, and I'm sure not only Niger, he's just been the spokesperson for several other West Africa, Sahel Region countries who are accusing Nigeria of colluding with France to destabilize the region. What do you think? Let's hear from you. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, God will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.